Okay, so if you see here, the image that we have put should be related to the topic. So it should try to explain the topic, or in a way, we just don't put the images for the background purpose. And there, since we are using image generation, we could use one of the generator tools and not to put any reference on this slide. Coming to the table of content, introduction is okay. We don't generally like need and all, but we just mention that existing technology is okay, literature survey is okay, research gaps. Generally, there are multiple of them. Problem definition, objectives, proposed methodology, and then there should be a Gantt chart about timeline, etc. And then next future work proposed and references. So here. You have started well with the introduction to the stable diffusion, but maybe you can involve some mathematics that how this particular stuff works, and try to put these references at the bottom, not in the center of the slide. Uh, Coming to this again, uh, try to maintain some standard in typing. Don't make this kind of spacing errors and keep these references properly. We don't generally put a website references. They are from some papers, so we use Mehendale et al. And all the stuff that I mentioned in earlier videos also, how to do a citation for a PowerPoint slide. Coming to the need, very well mentioned like in points, and then you have to speak on it, but again try to put one point at a time. So what you can do is make a duplicate of this slide, let first point come and then you show some image around it, and then put another point on the next slide, something like this. You just duplicate the slide, and what you can do is you can remove some of the points from the earlier slide. So what happens is, again, when you try to display it back to back, it should remain same. So this particular thing was set to times new Roman 22. Then again, this should be times new Roman 22. Okay, I don't think that is the standard size, but it's okay. So now it will look like an animation. Again, there are some variations, but that is how you should do it. Coming to the existing methods, again, one at a time, and references are not done properly. Uh, they should be from the research papers, or if there are technologies, then they should be the product pages. Here, some research gate and all. These are not some standard journals. They are just publications uploaded by the researchers. So improve on that. Uh, Again, definitely these things are used and well mentioned, but we can definitely cut down some of these screenshots properly. Use background remover and all those tools that can improve overall presentation. Don't leave so much of white space. Now, here you can see that alignment is not done properly. So try to keep this white space and this white space to be the same, so that overall your slide should look symmetric. Uh, this is okay. This first image I could understand that this is what you are trying to show, but showing it at first becomes difficult for the people, and you should mention how we came to this problem, what were the tasks for the mental illness patient with Bombay Hospital, and all those things should be mentioned properly. Uh, I think these all should be the editable images. Don't just copy paste from some of the works. Uh, and again, try to maintain uniform fonts throughout the presentation. Uh, Again, if it is copy pasted, you can't change the font, but at least try to make it big. Don't leave any white space in between, so that they are readable. And yeah, I think this all is from some different work. Only thing is the images used. If they are from website, you have to write figure reproduce from and then give the website reference just below the image, And if it is from paper, as I mentioned, try to give references main the later. Again, you should highlight what is the problems, so that I hopeful you will do it during your presentation. Now, definitely, you should focus more on what is the exact problem, like how the 360-degree stitching needs to be done for VR environment. That should be the focus of the top. Uh, yeah, and all these papers, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's not good to write like this, but instead you give the proper reference to that paper. Literature review, name of the paper, author, either you can keep one of them. Generally, we keep author at all, and ETL is generally in italics with a dot in front of it, something like this, and never put first name and all. So just this becomes you at all, and if it is April 2024, you can put in bracket 2024. So this way you can cut down these three columns into a single column, and then you can put some of your more research gaps, or what are the method they have used, or what they have done, or what are the numbers from that paper. This is not a proper way of making any literature survey table. And yeah, information is good. The only thing is not shown properly in the presentation. Try to reduce these slides to only two slides maximum, and maximum five papers per page. So you should have roughly 10 papers thoroughly researched and read, with all the numbers and what are their problems, and maybe some equations from those papers. Then research gap. Uh, so yeah, it looks like you are trying to improve the stable diffusion, but it has to have the main focus around VR. Uh, and yes, all these images you can see, they look like cartoonist, but again, there are many models you should look into, which are more realistic. And now this is suddenly coming, so this is not linking properly. But anyways, this is your first presentation. By the next presentation, you should able to present this thing very well. Again, objectives, they should be numbered 1, 2, 3, and each of the objectives should be the title of the paper that you are going to publish in your upcoming PhD work or upcoming seminar. So each objective you complete, you should have one publication. So roughly 2, 3, 4 objectives you can put for your PhD. Proposed methodology diagram is drawn well. This is the first time proper work is done, but see that try to keep everything with the uniform spacing like this. Try to extend it properly, keep it center aligned. Then, yeah, I think future scope, timeline, Gantt chart, everything is missing from this presentation. And references are too much. Thank you slide, any questions slide are missing. So with this, you can improve your presentation. Maybe today you might not have time to improve it, but next presentation onwards, try to keep all these things in mind. Thank you.